Alright my friends, welcome back to my walkthrough for Resident Evil 4. So this time around I'm going to be doing a no damage walkthrough on the professional difficulty. It's going to be interesting, even though most of the strategies that I'm going to use you can use on any difficulty settings. So once again we'll just start by witnessing the intro and I'll be back once the gameplay begins.
I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. But then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
Yeah, we'll stay and watch that car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
You know, I'm actually kind of tempted to skip Hannigan's scenes because they don't really add a whole lot to the game. So, kind of feel like skipping those codec talks, but just let me know what you prefer.
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize a girl in this photograph?
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Freeze! I said freeze!
We're not going to waste any bullets here, just wait for the enemy to strike, and then follow it up with a kick, and then stab away. Even on professional, that will finish him off.
Shit.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Okay guys, so let's get out of here. You'll notice that on professional difficulty, the enemies move faster, they're quicker, they're more aggressive. You might have to deliver a little bit of extra damage to them, and obviously all of their strikes will also deliver more damage, but aside from that, you won't find too many differences between professional and the other difficulties. So, like I said at the start of this video, most of the strategies that we're going to use are precisely the same. And if you're wondering, that guy back there, I'm sure you probably know this by now, but he was just telling Leon to get the hell out of his house. I mean, he didn't say it in these terms, he was much more crude, but I'd probably have to flag the video if they included all the cursing in actual English, because the Ganados, they have quite the potty mouths, honestly. Most of the things that they say in this first section involve a lot of name calling to poor Leon, who at this point he didn't really do anything wrong, so I feel bad for Leon. He's probably going around confused, asking himself, why are they so mean to me? I mean, we hardly even killed 3 of them at this point. We got 4 of them, but... And I can't blame the other guy for attacking Leon. I mean, he did invade his house.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hannigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
Okay, so let's completely ignore the playing manual. I mean, if you're playing on professional difficulty, you should be aware of the controls of the game at this point, and they come a little bit late because Hannigan should have given that to Leon much earlier. I'm just coming back here to pick up these crates because that way I can just take care of this guy and the other dudes won't appear. So we're going to keep moving, and in this section we're going to be using the same strategy. So we're going to create a hole in the door lure all of the Ganados near the door and then finish them off that way. There's 2 chainsaw Ganados in this area. On professional, taking care of both of them is going to be problematic, so I'm going to focus on the one and then we'll see. So first let's get in here and let's take care of the first wave of Ganados. As you can see, they reach the door quickly. If this was on normal difficulty, it would probably take them a little bit longer because, like I said, they're not as aggressive. But behind this door, you'll be safe. They can't hit you. You can do the same thing near other doors in the village. They shouldn't throw projectiles at you, and sometimes when you use the door strategy and let's say a Ganado throws something at Leon or Ada, then you might get hit because the object might go through the door or something and you might get hit. I suppose this is the part where Leon's going to go around and we'll see if we can find Ada. She's somewhere around here, as you know, doing separate ways. She's running around through the village as well.
¡No dejes que se escape!
Vayan por detrás. Why are these people?
¡Bloqueale el paso!
What are they planning? Chainsaw. Shit.
¡Te voy a matar!
Son of a...
I'm guessing Leon maybe isn't too fazed by the bad words because he doesn't understand Spanish, which you'd think that he should have some basic knowledge of Spanish, considering he was the only guy sent to complete this mission. Or then again he goes around just saying in his head, bricks and stones may hurt my bones, but words can't get to me. Let's kick her in the face. And now we're just going to move into the corner. You know this strategy. I'm just going to use a couple of grenades, shoot the chainsaw Ganado whenever he appears, and then I'll use the shotgun and the grenades to do a little bit of crowd control. This is a perfect area for you to make your stand because they can only come from this area. They can't come from behind or from the side. So you have the upper hand here, and here comes their daddy. So let's do this thing. Oh, you totally cost me a handgun bullet. I always hate when they duck. Excuse me, sir, you're walking without a head. I guess my warning did work. He understood that he didn't have a head, so he needed to die. Can't believe he's still standing. It's time for you to die. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And you can either stay here or run around and try to find Ada. You'll get a bonus point if you find her. You're not going to find her, but it would be pretty hilarious if Leon all of a sudden saw Ada. And since she has to be in hiding, I guess at this point she would be like, oh, hey. I know there's more of them. There we go. This should be the last one. I mean, this segment should be ending soon. Where's the freaking campana? La campana.
Oh, la campana. Es hora de rezar. Tenemos que irnos. Lord Sattler.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
I don't know if you noticed this. If you don't speak Spanish, then you might have missed it, but there's one Ganado in that cutscene. He says that they need to go, because they need to go pray. But the way he says it, he just sounds so sad. Like he was just playing around with Leon and he doesn't want to go home because he wants to stay in the park and play with the other boys. It's something else. He just says, "We have to go." Of course, now that we've played separate ways, we know that this was all a ploy. Of course, now that we've played separate ways, we know that this was all a strategy that Ada used. And you know, I just thought of something. When I played separate ways, I entered all of these houses with Ada and I stole everything that I could steal. So it seems that the Ganados have put everything back in place. So actually, not only are we killing these people, but we're also robbing them. And yeah, maybe we got it all wrong and the real villain in this game is Leon. Anyway, we're going to go down and we're going to get some blue medallions up next and take care of a few enemies. In the next area, once again, we're going to use a very simple strategy which will allow you to save up some ammunition. And I think it's easier for you to save ammunition this early on in the game, and then later on you'll find that you'll have plenty of ammunition and then you can go a little bit more wild and take care of most of the enemies quickly. But during these early parts of the game you can save a lot of ammunition by using your knife and using certain tricks which should make your life easier. Can't wait to put Ashley inside that garbage container. Uh-oh. They saw me. I'm glad that even though the Ganados are evil and whatnot, at least they take care of their animals. I mean, those cows and chickens seem to be doing well. Maybe these few Ganados aren't actually infected, and to be fair, they're just fighting for their life. I mean, let's say that you work on a farm, right? And some guy with a very interesting uniform enters the farm and he's carrying a handgun and it looks like he's robbing your jewels and money and eggs, because he's stealing eggs as well. What would you do? Would you just say, "Oh no, please go ahead, stranger, steal everything"? No, you'd probably pick up a pitchfork as well and go after the guy. So like I said, it's hard to know if they're actually infected here or not. As far as we know, there might still be a few good men in this village. And there's another blue medallion up there. Let's make sure we get that one. We still have 3 more to go in this area, and if you do this, as I'm sure you probably know by now, you can buy or get a better handgun, the Punisher, for free. I'm not going to be using it, but if you want to use it, then you can get it as long as you collect all of the blue medallions. And before we move on ahead, there's just a few more items that we need to pick up. Let's jump down here. And we're going to get going now. Okay, and let's get that emblem, and there's another one. Could have sworn that there used to be some guy down here, but maybe I already finished him off and he came after Leon alongside the remaining Ganados, who knows. You know, we need to enjoy these moments because later on we'll be having some company. Even though I've come to realize that we don't actually have to deal with Ashley all that much in the game. I mean, considering she gets kidnapped like 6 times during the span of the game, we spend a good amount of time without her, so it's not too bad. Where's Chris when you need him, right? Okay, you know what we're going to do next, right? Because we're about to encounter the dumbest enemy of the entire Resident Evil 4 game. Ganados with dynamite sticks. They're actually your friends. You can trick them to finish off the other Ganados, and you can trick them and make them blow themselves up. It's a strategy that works pretty well. So all that you need to do is wait near them just as they're about to throw the dynamite stick. Then once they do that, you just need to move away quickly and they will blow themselves up because they won't run away. This strategy works every single time, and it allows you to save up a lot of ammunition. We're going to use it in the next chapter. In case you haven't followed my normal difficulty walkthrough, in the next chapter we're going to really explore that strategy. And I accidentally killed that spider. Sorry, little spider, I didn't mean to do that. But it does come in handy. Yes, let's totally inspect the creepy house where all these noises are coming from. But that's going to be it for this chapter, my friends. In the next chapter, we'll have to make our escape back into the center of the village. It won't be too bad. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Leon's going to go make an omelette with his best friend Louis. They're about to become best friends, at least, you'll see. So I'll see you all later. Take care.
Little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
Perfect. The big cheese.